Hi, this is Dale Janota with School Board Support Services. I've been around this world over 70 years and I have a desire to still be productive. So I'm going to go over with you probably one of the most comprehensive teacher salary and benefit studies you've ever seen. I'm going to look at your county, LA County, and show you how you're paid, do an analysis for you here. I'm going to load you in. It's already done. And this is, it's not just a negotiations tool, but it's also a legislative tool. I got a lot of great compliments, and I thought maybe you should like to see how you turned out here. What I do is I'm looking at 2019-20 salary data and benefit data. I'm going to analyze your salaries, not only salaries, but I'm going to look at benefits. We're going to look at salary and benefits. We're going to do it on a per diem basis. And last but not least, probably the most important, is we're going to look at it based on student teacher ratio. Put this together primarily as a negotiations tool, but it's more than anything else, it's kind of a nice legislative tool. And I think you'll see why I'm getting such great compliments on this. What I do is I collect the 2019-20 data. If you're still not settled, I use the most recent data. And I developed what I called a 26-year earning power approach to teacher salary schedules. I came up with this in 1984, and I show the value of your teacher salary schedule with one number. I start a teacher at your BA 30 starting salary, walk him through your structure, defining the value of your pay plan with one number. I like to look at things in the long range. It tells you how you compare over the long haul, what the impact is to the individual teacher, as well as how it affects the district as well. So I'm going to look at Arcadia. I'm going to show you all your data here first. I first want to explain what I do here. When I look at the value of Arcadia's salary schedule with one number, it's 2,487,000 and some change. Structurally, they're about 341,000 above the county average, 13.7% above average, and they rank number 2. Now, keep in mind, this is salary only. Take a look at Inglewood here. They look like they're 79th. Now, this is salary only, but we're going to look at the total picture. And when we're done with this, you're going to see just the opposite of what you see now when I look at it based on student teacher ratio, when I look at it with benefits, and I do everything else here. But first of all, I want to show you how your numbers are. So I'm going to just scroll down here. Legislators, I like to deal with legislators. I think that, I look at No Child Left Behind. I think maybe we should be thinking about no legislators left behind. Make them take the test. God, you get the kids involved doing it, they could have a ball with it. Who the heck, says, well, you know what? If you don't want us left behind, you better take the test too, so you're not left behind. If you leave those behind, the kids will get left behind. Could see Sally doing the little Sally, third grader, doing the lobbying, talking to somebody. What a great project that would be. Have the kids legislated. See where you're at here. Okay, quite a range here, but keep in mind this is salary only. Okay, so we look at it here. We saw that Arcadia looks like they're paid quite well. They're number 2 in the county overall on the earning power. Then I look at the entry level pay with the BA 30. Okay, they're 61,404, 7,800 above county average, 12.8% above average. They rank 4th. Then I look at the biggest number with the BA 45 without a master's. Now, the reason I picked that number is because nationally, that tends to be as far as a teacher can go without a master's degree. Now, that's not true in California, but it's still a nice benchmark to look at. And this number, if you have a schedule that goes on and on and on, there are some districts that have 40 steps on their schedule. I just stop it at step 26 and footnote it accordingly. I want to make sure that this is valid and objective. They're 14,000 above the county average. They rank fourth. Then I look at the top salary on the schedule. Now, when I look at the top salary, I include the master's stipend, not the PhD. So that, and then also it could be the 26 salary as well if you go on forever. So you can see that Arcadia looks pretty high there. Look at Englewood, they're not looking so good, but this is salary only. Now let's take a look at benefits. I'm going to go over and see what they pay for insurance. You're all over the map when I look at insurance. The average in the state for family insurance is $1,289 a month. For single, it's $841. Oh, you can see Arcadia, they pay like $700 and $700 for family. They don't pay anything. Look at Englewood. See what happens when we combine the two. So then I combine the benefits to the salary, and I do it all over again. I do it two ways. I do it with salary and family and salary and single. You know, about half the districts use a composite rate. The other half have a tier rate, but that's okay. Okay, then I see when I combine the benefits to the salary based on family insurance, and that's the one I like to look at because most people are married at some point in their life, even if it's only temporary. Okay, we can see there now Arcadia, even though they don't pay much for benefits, their overall salary schedule still ranked 20th in the county. Englewood moved up to 73rd. And this, when I do the student-teacher ratio, you're going to be alarmed. And then I look at the BA 30 starting salary with benefits. About equal. See, they rank number 32. Biggest number with the BA 45. 7,000 above, 6.4% above. They rank 20th. Top salary with family benefits. See where they're at there. They're 15th, okay? Englewood 74th, but we're going to watch something here different when we get done here. Okay, then I do it with single insurance, okay? Their numbers are the same there because they just pay 700 period no matter what, okay? Same process. You're getting the gist of it here. Okay, and then on the benefits, I look at here. I have the days in here, how many days each everybody deals. It ranges from what I think 181 is the least in your county, and the most is 187. Significant, yes, not as much as it used to be when you had furlough days. Look at the student-teacher ratio there. Look at this here. Two totally different stories here. And then, oops, they're not settled yet. So I'm going to show you how we deal with that at the end here. Because we can make proposals and you can analyze anything you want here. This is fun. Okay. Then I do it on a per diem basis. Per diem basis is not going to change everything a whole lot. You know, when you don't, it could be significant. You know, it's up to, you look at it however you like here. Then I do it with salary and family insurance. Not going to spend too much time on this because what I want to do is look at this thing on a student-teacher ratio basis. Okay, when I look at student-teacher ratio, I'm looking at, okay, all of a sudden Englewood jumped up to 47th. Now this is salary only first. Arcadia was number 21. They started dropping down again. Okay, then when I do it with benefits, family benefits, look what happens. Englewood, 20th. Arcadia, 48th. Okay, this right here, this would represent with insurance what the cost is per student for family insurance. Now I'm going to do it on a per diem basis, and this is something that's going to open up some eyes in terms of legislative impact. Okay. So then I also do it with salary and single insurance. But I want to go here when I do it on a per diem basis. When I look at it as a per diem basis, salary only, per diem, $15.19. That means that the salary cost for a teacher at the BA 30 runs $15.19 per day. Salary cost for a teacher at the BA 30 for Englewood is $14.67. When I do salary and benefits together on a daily basis, $21.41. It kind of makes education look pretty cheap relative to childcare. I think parents might be happy when the kids are old enough to go to school. They get pretty cheap more than they get a heck of a lot more than childcare, and it's pretty darn cheap. So when you look at things on a per student basis, you get a little different perspective. And I think you want to look at everything. I'm not advocating that one is better or worse, but when we're bargaining or we're dealing with legislators, you want to make sure that you have numbers and comparisons that are reflective of the truth. So we can see where we're at here. So Inglewood, even though they're not well paid, when I look at the benefits and everything, they're 21st in the county on a per student basis. And that see when I do student teacher ratio, I am not doing class size. I take the number of students divided by the number of teachers. I wonder if Sally's still ready to start your legislative process to get those legislators to take the test here. Okay, now we're going to go back here again. You can there's 917 schools in this study. You can pick and choose any group of schools you want. I have every district coded. Let's just for fun look to see. There's the average for the county, 22.146. The state average, oh, you're paid about what? About 5% more than state average on the salary, okay? And then I have everybody's here, so I have my codes in alphabetical order. And then also what we can do also, I have them sorted by county as you saw before. So if you want certain people from a certain county, you can find them there. And then I also have them sorted by the district type and the cost per student. I have them sorted by cost per student. So you can pick up the numbers, so you don't have to say, well, we want districts about our own size. We have this right here. We have that by district type. That means elementary, high school, or whatever. And then we also have it just sorted by enrollment. So you can pick schools of your own size. Now the cost of everything here, $595. And that gives you this entire template where you can pick and choose any group that you want. And then you can also pick any group you want. You can do it however you want here. Okay. Oh, I want to see. Arcadia is not settled yet. So let's say they want to give a 2.5% raise. Now let's say they're going to change the benefits to $750. And over here we have $750 for single. Then all of a sudden now you can analyze your proposal. You want to see where you're at here. Some districts have multi-insurance plans, like one district has 4 or 5 different plans. You might want to see what each plan represents if you change them, because I tell you guys some benefits, I can't believe how many different benefit plans each district has. I got one district that has 10. Okay, so then this will be analyzing the proposal. I'm looking at what happens if they stick 2.5% to their schedule. It changes everything 2.5%. If your master stipend is fixed, it leaves it fixed. Okay, and then it does it with single insurance. And then over here it does, checking out a proposal. So you can do with it whatever you want. I think I got a good service here. Uh, Cost, I think, is very reasonable. I think the day of 5-digit comp studies are gone. I mean, look at what you get here. You pick and choose. You can put any schools in here you want. You can put the whole state in. Just for fun, I'm going to stick the whole state in because I want to see Beverly Hills is paid real well. They were really high. I think they were the highest in your county. They were not. Maybe they weren't the highest. But anyway, when I do it based on student-teacher ratio, they're really high. I'm going to stick that. See, I just stick in the whole state here. Okay, it's all done. It's going to, oh, God dang it, there it is. Okay, so when I put Beverly Hills in there, their overall salary schedule is 18% above this of the state average. Now, this is 917 schools in this now. Okay, and then I want to look at it based on benefits. They're still right up there. They're about 10% above. But I want to look just at student-teacher ratio because you see they have this wonderful student-teacher ratio. I think they're like 14.77 to 1. So when I look at it over to the right here, all the way over, they're almost 37% above average overall when I look at it from a student-teacher ratio. And that's very unusual. Normally, when you're well paid, this number does not go up. But for some reason, Beverly Hills is well paid than I do at salary and benefits too. And then just out of curiosity, let's look at it on a per diem basis here. Not just per diem, there we go. Yeah, per diem per student. Cost $22.84 a student for a teacher in the DA 30 starting salary. That's a bargain. I don't care who you are. That's a bargain. So makes education, needs a little priority. Overall, your state is funded about $2,500 per student less than the national average. You're well paid, but for some reason you got to make ends meet, so you have to requisition sardine cans so you can get those kids in the classroom sometimes. Got to pack them in. Anyway, I hope to hear from you. Here's my firm name, my email. You can just reply to this email and I'll send everything to you. Plus, you're going to get updates. You get updates from now until October because there's still about 240 schools in California that are not settled for 2019-20. And I just hate it when you ever get on a website and there's no phone number, there's no email on it. If they don't put a phone number and email, I won't deal with them. I think that there might be something wrong here, but you can be a call. I'm on call 23 hours a day. Hope to hear from you. Thank you much. Hope you enjoyed it.